dry bulk market is in a difficult state, and I think it's likely to stay this way for quite a while to come. The thesis that I'd like to put forward is that owners can enjoy improved returns by participating in a larger portion of the supply chain. Another way of saying this is that there are only so many dollars in the supply chain, but owners can get more of them. In the next few slides, I'll explain how owners can go about expanding their presence in the supply chain. Let's take a look at the supply chain. This is an example of moving coal from Colombia to the United States. The coal is mined, railed to the port, handled within the port, transported, goes to the discharge port, and trucked to the end user. We have the full logistics chain, the operator's participation, and then just a small portion that the owner participates in. At each step, relationships are leveraged and expertise is applied to add value. Each service provider in the chain is trying to secure as many dollars as they can. Ship owners are only participating in a very small part of the chain. And unfortunately, in today's environment, the value of the owner's participation is very low. Many traditional owners lack the relationships necessary to expand their presence. The relationships that I'm speaking about are with service providers and with access to cargo. Lacking these relationships, owners are leaving many dollars on the table for others to take. So let's take a look in a little more detail at each one of the steps. As we can see, all right, this is a comparison of 2010 to 2016, moving coal from Colombia up to the United States. As we can see, all the way across the supply chain, the margins are being squeezed. The numbers are down all the way. The cost, the FOB cost of the cargo, down 70%. The transportation costs are down all the way. We can see that the ocean freight is down 74%, leading to a delivered cost that's down by about 60%. If we take a look along the bottom two lines, we can see that an owner's participation, or an owner's portion of that supply chain, has shrunk from 18 to 12%. What can owners do? What owners can do is they can partner with others in the supply chain to earn more of the dollars. Owners must expand their presence in the supply chain. They should become partners of the logistics provider, not just an asset provider. What I mean by this is they have to be able to participate in the owner's expertise and in the owner's relationships. Silver supply of ships is going to last for the next several years. There's going to continue to be pressure on the owners, and you cannot rely on the market to bail you out. You have to make changes to your business model. Owners need to find ways to extract more value from your assets. By partnering, and what I mean by partnering with an operator is to find ways to benefit from the operator's relationships. Find a way to benefit from the operator's expertise, and to find a way to benefit from the operator's relationships. Capture some of the value that the operator provides. You'll then also find yourself in a position to enjoy more of the market recovery when it eventually happens. The next slide I'd like to refer to is adding to your toolbox. The current strategy employed by many owners is to take a ship and charter it to an operator. The expertise that the owner has is in ship management, in the relationships with operators, with banks, and with yards. But how can an owner enhance his skill set. When an owner participates or partners with a logistics provider, they take advantage of the skills, the strategies, and the relationships of the operator. The expertise that is added to the owner's current expertise is in voyage management and in risk management. The relationships is now a direct relationship with cargo. Cargo, cargo, cargo. Revenue cannot be overstated. Access to cargo cannot be overstated. An effective way for an owner to add to their skill set is to join a pool. What does pooling do for an owner? What does this new strategy look like? Pooling gives the owner an expanded presence in the logistics chain, and instantly the owner now has access to the existing relationships that the operator has spent years developing. Joining a pool helps an owner maximize the value of his assets while minimizing the investment. Operators spend years and millions of dollars developing relationships and expertise. Once an owner joins this pool, they immediately receiving the benefits of the owner's expertise and the owner's the owner's relationships. The relationships that I'm talking about are relationships with agents, with brokers, with suppliers, with regulators. The expertise that I'm talking about is how to execute a voyage, how to handle cargo, how to do late time, and how to manage risks with solid documents. An expression we've all heard, and is absolutely true, is that cargo is king. To get cargo, you have to go out and find it. You cannot sit back and wait for it to come to you. Someone else is going to beat you to it, and it's not going to be there. You have to have the relationships and the people on the ground with the skills to go out and find the cargo. When an owner joins the pool, he maximizes the value of his assets with a minimum investment in overhead. You don't have to spend years to develop the relationships. You don't have to open the offices. You don't have to hire the people. You hire the pool manager, and he brings that skill set for you. This is a minimum investment in time, a minimum investment in dollars, a minimum investment in people, and a minimum investment in offices. So, in summary, the market is oversupplied and is not going to fix owners' problems in the near future. Ships are only a small portion of the supply chain, and tonnage suppliers are not maximizing the returns on their assets. The good news is that relationships and expertise developed over decades can be accessed immediately. It may be wise for owners to consider a new model. Thank you.